I will go into the individual channels of color through the levels command and bring my white slider all the way to the edge of this mountain. And we're done. What? Why y'all looking at me like that? Oh, okay. I'm just messing with you. Then we go to the green, but I'm serious. This is what you do. This is just like a great technique. It always works. Now I go to the blue. Hey, it's a little yellow. It's oh.
Wow, look at that.
I love, everyone does that all the time. Now, just to do an extra, make sure the cool cast isn't too strong, we'll go to hue and saturation, desaturate, hit OK. You probably can't tell on screen, but it did make a change. Now let's go all the way back in the history. That's before. It's after. Okay, real simple technique. You know, and if you're interested in this and you really get a kick out of doing your own, I highly recommend you check out a course. I did a whole entire course on video with a workbook. You'll learn all of this and more. Definitely, you'll be able to do this, and you'll have a real nice workflow. So I think that's it.
Maybe a couple more questions.
Oh, great, great. I'm here. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry we couldn't do everything, but
Oh, that's it.
thank you so much, though, Mike, for bringing those. Okay. Yes, question.
I don't know what kind of a photo this is.
Oh, this looks like a proof,
Yes.
but then it's not. It's
Yes,
it's like a. This is a everybody. This this almost looks like a carte de visite, right? But it's of course shot on Milwaukee Avenue in Chicago.
That looks like.
But it's got a watermark on it. Ugh. Yeah. So let
I
me.
think this is the couple. That was in 1878.
Let me scan this for everyone to see, and then I want to take another question. Another question. Please raise your hand. Yes, sir.
If you have a photograph made of a tintype, can you work with it to bring it image back up?
If I have a photograph of a tintype, so that's a copy shot
Yes.
of a tintype, can I bring it back?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'd have to see it, but the technique I showed you here, I would think you could employ that same technique with that tintype copy shot you're talking about. Got another question? Yes, sir.
Can you modify a printer's photograph from a publication?
Oh, how do you work on a photograph or an image that's been printed in a publication? Yeah. It's different because you get that moire, you get that banding going on. By the way, here's the picture. This one at the bottom is what?
50 years later.
Of them. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Let me show you a simple thing. If you have a printed image, let's say it was in a newspaper or a magazine or a book, and it's got what's called half-tone dots, which after you scan it will give a weird swirly pattern, which we don't have time to get in through today. But maybe at the PGSA conference in 2010, I might be doing some workshops and we can just specialize in that. Who knows? But if you consult with this fine board who passed these great bylaws on this historic day, I know they can find a way to make it happen. Okay, anyways, your scanner, every scanner that you have, especially recent in the past 10 years, has something called descreening filters. It's called screen ruling or descreening. You turn that on and choose what kind of media it is. So if it's newspaper, make newspaper. Magazine, if it's magazine. Fine print if it's in a book or a fine print. Okay? When you scan it, you will have no swirly patterns. Now it will slightly blur it, but you probably won't be able to tell. Okay? It will slightly blur it. Now make sure after you do that, when you when you do other pictures, you turn that filter off. Because if you don't turn that filter off, all your pictures, your regular photographs will be scanned with a descreening filter and it will blur them. And you'll be looking, man, these pictures are just out of focus or they're soft. Or what was going on? So be real careful. Once you turn a filter on, you got to turn it off. Okay? Another question. Okay? Let's see if I have a question for you. So, I scanned 100 photographs of family photos, negatives, prints, and they were all saved as JPEG. Do I go home today and I resave them all as TIFFs, or can I leave them as JPEGs? Raise your hand. Who knows?
Depends on what you want to do with it.
Depends what you want to do with it. Okay, well, I just want to preserve my family history in photographs.
Then you rescan it.
I rescan them? But it's 100. And I had to give them back to all these relatives at the family reunion.
Yeah, can't you just open them up and save them as TIFFs then?
Okay, there we go. So I can open them up and resave them as TIFFs. But what I'm trying to tell you, though, here's my point, and this is okay. I didn't expect anyone to really answer this. Is if they were saved as JPEGs and they're good quality, you open them up and they look decent. When you zoom in close, they don't have those blocks. Leave it. But if you have to work on it, then you open it, work on it, and resave as TIFF. Okay? That's the key. If it's in JPEG, it's in JPEG. But once you open it, work on it, resave, close, open it, work on it, resave, close, every time you do that, it compresses the file, averages it out. Okay? Let's show this watermark one real quick. Any other questions? And then we'll quit. I think we'll probably have to stop, right? So let's look at this watermark, because I think this is really strange, and I think everyone should see it. By the way, if you are interested in getting Photoshop or Photoshop Elements, get Elements. Start with Elements. It's only $100. Less than $100. Sometimes you'll get it with, like if you buy a nice tablet like this, they'll give it to you for free with the tablet. Or a printer, a nice printer, they'll give it to you. You never know.
Where do you get it?
Well, you can go to my website. We have but yeah, you could buy it through there, but pretty much online anywhere. Amazon, you know.
Gives you the business.
Yeah, come on to photographics.pro and go to the Photographics University store, and we have a software and hardware section, and you can get some books there too. Okay, it's opening up. Oh, wrong one. I don't know where they saved to. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't know what I did there. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm late, so I don't want to keep you, but we had this great, I don't know what happened. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. I don't know what I did. Give me 1 second. 7. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, just look at this real quick. So carte de visite with a watermark on the front. I don't know what happened. I didn't do it. But I just wanted to show you that. You know. So there's the... That's strange. Anybody have a reason? Does anybody know why it's like this? I don't know. Okay. Copyright? I don't know. But I would think it'd be a proof. But it's not. I don't know. It's a...
Put down the paper first before it was used as a photograph.
And that's a real nasty watermark, that's for sure. Well, there you have it.
Sometimes when you have a professional do photographs, they